Knicks Nation, how you doing? This is Sincere from Sincere Knicks Fan 34. How are you doing? Oh my goodness, I just finished watching this New York Knicks and New Orleans Pelicans game. It was amazing. It was amazing. It had everything, energy, a little lack of defense, but it had a lot of energy and excitement throughout the whole course of the game, right? I'm going to tell you exactly what the name of this thing going to be called. It's going to be called Mortal Kombat, because that's what that freaking game was. It was freaking Mortal Kombat from the beginning, right? Oh my goodness. So the whole deal is, before I even get into it, let me just start this whole thing off right off the rip, right? If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment, and share, okay? Let's get this out the way, right? All right, we got the business out the way. Let's get straight into it, okay? Our New York Knicks just went out there and beat the New Orleans Pelicans, right? 130 to 125. The idea is the New York Knicks we'll just go through all the stats. Now, those stats is a little shaky, you know what I'm saying? So don't hold me to it. I'm just quoting what NBA.com said, okay? But the idea is this. From the field, the New York Knicks shot 48% compared to New Orleans 45%. The New York Knicks shot 45% from the three-point range compared to New Orleans 38. The New York Knicks shot 94% from the free throw line compared to New Orleans 85%. The New York Knicks had 10 offensive rebounds compared to New Orleans 16. The New York Knicks had 32 defensive rebounds compared to New Orleans 34. This is where it kind of get a little shaky with me, because if the New York Knicks had 10 offensive rebounds and 32 offensive rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds and 32 defensive rebounds, how did New York Knicks get 48 rebounds? Let that marinate for a moment. Okay, all right, let's get back to it. So New Orleans had 16 offensive rebounds. They out-rebounded us in the offensive rebounding category. New Orleans had 34 defensive rebounds, where the New York Knicks apparently had 32. I don't know. So it is what it is. So assists. The New York Knicks had 35 assists versus New Orleans 27. The New York Knicks had 8 steals versus the New Orleans 6. And the Knicks had eight turnovers versus New Orleans 11. The New York Knicks did a great job offensively. And I'll be honest with you, so did New Orleans. It was an offensive extravaganza, right? It was an offensive extravaganza, and like I said, it was freaking Mortal Kombat. These guys was out there for real, punching, elbowing, throwing people to the ground. It was gritty. It was gritty, and you know what? I like it. I like it. You know why? It had a playoff feel. It had almost like a rivalry kind of situation going on there, right? There was actually a point in time in the game, like they actually had to stop the game for almost like 2-3 minutes just to wipe the blood that was all over half court. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how much blood was spilt during the game. They actually had like 8+ people, staff members, had to come out with massive towels and solutions to go and wipe up all the blood that was spilt during the course of this game. This game was physical as well, right? Physical as well. Again, but I like it, right? And the reason why I like it is because the New York Knicks have a scouting report against them throughout the league saying, if you get physical with the New York Knicks, you get under their skin. You get into their head. You know what I'm saying? You might mess around and win the game. And the thing is this, the New York Knicks have been doing pretty well with every team, and I'm going to say it again, every team being physical with the New York Knicks, and their record is what it is. They're number 2 in the East, right? And they're creeping up on Detroit. I know Detroit looking over their shoulder right now. They looking kind of scared right now because the Knicks are coming, right? And this is not no easy stretch right now. The New York Knicks are winning against pretty solid teams here, and they're going on road trips, so it's not easy. So I'm liking the fact that the New York Knicks was essentially just assaulted throughout the whole course of this game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Knicks gave some licks in there too, which is also part of why I like the game, right? But the idea was they not only won the game, but how they won the game. They won the game collectively, right? Brunson had 28 points, 10 assists. OG Anunoby, who I believe was the prince of this particular game, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, and they came in key moments of the game, came in, did his thing. Bridges had 6 points, 10 assists. That's a very key stat right there. Those 10 assists was important. Karl Anthony Towns Had 12 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, right? And we needed every one of those 12 points, every one of those 12 rebounds, those 4 assists, and those 2 blocks came in real handy in crucial portions of the game, right? So, yeah, we got what we needed when we needed it. I'm going to tell you right off the rip right now, the unsung hero in my book is my man Mohamed Diawara. That boy was a problem. I didn't even see how good he was going to be in this game. He came out there balling for real, right? My dude shot 77% from the field, 100% from the three-point line, had 2 steals, and my man walked away at the end of the game with 18 points. Matter of fact, my man Diawara had the first 5 points of the game. Okay? I told you, keep an eye on that kid. That boy gonna be a problem. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something. You know it's high praise, for real. They went and had an interview with OG Anunoby at the end of the game. And during Anunoby's interview, they reflected on his game. He took time out to say, yo, our guy Mohamed Diawara, man, that kid's talented. That boy gonna be a problem, right? I take that as high praise when OG Anunoby took time out of his interview to say, yo, keep an eye on that kid. He has something here. You know what I'm saying? We got something. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't like to project too much, but yeah, we got one. We stole one out the draft and we got him cheap. That's a beautiful combination, right? Beautiful combination. So with all that, I'm gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Diawara did his thing. McCullers did his thing. Kolek did his thing, right? And I'm not knocking Clarkson. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking Clarkson. Clarkson continues to bring the energy that he brings. He continues to put the ball in the basket, doing his thing. He's doing his thing. And the reason why I'm not really highlighting him too much in this particular game is because he was doing exactly what he was brought in to do, was to help put the ball in the basket. And that's what he did. He's doing his role. But the idea is, I don't think anybody saw Diawara coming at the level he's playing in the last couple of games. So it'll be interesting to see how things unfold. I already said it before. I truly believe that Dadier is going to be on the move. Yabusele, I'm pretty sure they'll try to find a nice parking spot for him. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it is what it is. Y'all feel any different? Hey, put in the comments, right? But I think that Diawara has clearly made his case for himself that he needs more minutes and he can have a more expanded role. When I say can, I say that because I am a realist from the idea. I understand Josh Hart is coming back, right? So the idea is I can't really say the man should get 20 minutes a game because where's he going to get the minutes from? Who's he going to take the minutes from, right? But we'll see. But the whole point is our New York Knicks won. We won despite the physicality, despite the nonsense that was going on. There was so many calls that should have been called for fouls. And I'll be honest, to be fair, for both teams. But I like the idea that the physicality that came to the New York Knicks, nobody overreacted, no one lost their cool, they stayed focused. As a matter of fact, they gained focus. And that's the part that's more important to me, especially when you go and look into the things moving forward when we talk about playoffs and finals. It's going to get more physical. And to see them execute the way that they're doing is very, very promising to me. You know what I'm saying? So very happy with the overall outcome because we won. And the way that we did it. We did it collectively. We did it as a group. We did it as a team. And we used everybody as an overall weapon in some form or fashion. So shout out to Coach Mike Brown. Shout out to their staff. Great job with everybody from the recruiting team, scouts, all that. So with all that being said, if you have not yet done it by now, please subscribe, hit the share, go out there and put those comments out there. Tell me how you feel about my boy Diawara. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that boy came to play. He came to play, people. So I'm just saying, I'm excited. I'm loving it. So till next time, hey, let's get it.